Oh, A-levels. They're coming up in about 60 days. I can feel the fear in everybody in my class's hearts. It is a scary time, but I just wanted to talk over some of the things I do to be more organised. I'm not the greatest by far. In fact, I'm probably only slightly better than others, but I have a bit of knowledge to give, and I'd like to give it to the exactly 38 people who watch me.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that.
Before I start, I want to talk about I'm really grateful for the support that you guys are giving me. I was expecting to get absolutely
Hold up, wait a minute.
flamed for this type of content, but it seems like the few people who do watch seem to really be on board with this self-improvement. What is self-improvement? This self-improvement type of video. So I really appreciate it. If you're new here, chances are you're probably not, but if you are new here, my name's Theodorisu. I'm trying my best to pass on some of the knowledge I have on living a decent life. So I wanted to talk about 3 stages on how to be organised so that you can do better in the gym, school, business, anything in life really. So I like to break it down into 3 phases. You've got the preparation phase, the organisation phase, and the phase where you just man up and do it. If you master planning these 3 stages out, you'll see your productivity go way up. So firstly, I want to talk about the preparation phase. You set aside a certain amount of time to create a spreadsheet or a checklist or something that holds you accountable, because you need something to hold you accountable, because realistically your friends won't, your parents probably won't, because no one really knows that you need to do this. The only person that knows that you need to do this is you. So you need to keep yourself accountable, and the best way to do that is to make some sort of tracker. So I'm gonna cut to my tracker now. This is my document. I split up into 3 bits: school, finance, and fitness. And I have Excel spreadsheets for each of these as well. This is just a brief reminder on what I need to do. So for school, I have checklists for each of these subjects. I'm going to pull this up as well. So for example, you can see I just started the chemistry one. Obviously, we still have a little bit of time before exam, so it's not the end of the world. But this is just a way for me to see everything I need to do at a glance. So the beauty with, I like iCloud because if you think about it, everybody has some amount of downtime. Now for me, it's the bus. So I'll sit on the bus and I'll plan right then and there, what do I need to do? Instead of being on this all the time, you can be in this all the time. And I read about tactics like this in this book, the 12-week year. It talks about ideas on how you can split your year up into quarters, so you can effectively, obviously it's the same amount of time, but it's all about the mindset and how you can get more done in a short amount of time. And this is one of the bits I learned from this book that I stole from my sister. If you think of your downtime moments as time to just prepare when you need to work, you'll be so much more productive. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about was organisation. And this isn't specifically organisation because I'm very unorganised, but I like to think of it like this. Sorry, I just got very thirsty. So if you think about it, right, when you want to do something hard, there's usually friction involved. There's usually something, meaning that it's not easy for you to go out there and do what you want to do. For example, let's say you want to go to the gym, but you don't have to change your clothes. It's very late, and the way it's a half an hour walk from your house to the gym instead of being 5 minutes away. That's friction. If you could instantly teleport to the gym and back like you were in a video game, it'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? But you can't, and that's friction. So in the organisation phase, what I want you to do is I want you to identify any key points of friction and eliminate them. Example 1. If I want to revise chemistry, but I don't have my chemistry book on me, that's a lot of friction. So I always have my chemistry book on me, even if I don't want to revise chemistry. That's school. If I'm going to school and I have a free period, I always have chemistry on me because I always need to revise chemistry. But if I don't have the book on me, suddenly there's a lot of friction. Or another point of friction could be you haven't slept. If you haven't slept, then you won't be able to focus, and that's already friction. You need to identify anything that makes the only thing that should be hard. The only thing that should be hard for you is doing the task. There should be no preliminary steps. It should just be the task. And there'll always be some friction, right? This is like a A-level physics revision course. There's always friction somewhere, or there's always energy loss somewhere. You're not going to be 100% efficient. There's always going to be some friction, but if you can eliminate the majority of it, most of your work can be spent, most of your energy, time, and focus can be spent on the task you want to do. And the third thing I wanted to talk about was getting up and doing it. I think this is the hardest for most people. For me, it's the friction bit. Preparing because I'm very unorganized. You can ask my teachers. But I think for most people, the hardest bit is getting up and doing it. They'll plan and they'll organize. They'll get rid of all friction, but they still won't be. They'll still be sat and they'll still be scrolling. They'll still be watching their favorite streamer. They'll be an idiot. What you want to do to get rid of your procrastination, you lying in bed being like, oh, I don't want to do it. I want you to use the 3-2-1 method. When you say 3-2-1 to yourself, and then you mentally train yourself that once you hear 3-2-1, you need to get up and work, you're gonna have such an easier time. You'll have a much easier time doing whatever you want to do. On a last note, I just want to say, if after all this, you still have 1 or 2 unproductive days, I don't want you to beat yourself up over it. If you think of your life as blips of data, what you want is for the general direction of your life to be like this. You want it to be constantly going up, or even better, exponentially going up. You want it to constantly be going up. But in real life, when you plot data in some random physics practical, sometimes you'll just have blips in data, right? It will generally be going up, but you might go up and then you might go up. What I want you to realize, and one of my favorite YouTubers said this in a great way, that doesn't define the general value or the general quality of the life you've lived, or the week you've had, or the month you've had. A few blips doesn't define you. So if you really try, if you read productive books, you constantly study, if you keep yourself hydrated, you get rid of your phone, and you still have 1 or 2 days where it's just not it. I don't need to beat yourself up over it. A-levels are coming and you've got enough stress as it is. So just try your best. Honestly, I think that's the best thing you can do. If you try your best and try to follow these steps, I think generally you'll see results. And 1 or 2 blips in your life doesn't define you as a person. Thanks for watching. I'm trying to be less self-conscious because apparently I'm quite self-conscious in my videos. Honestly, I think it'd almost be better if less people watch me, because it's getting to exam time and you need to stop watching me and start revising. But if you are watching me, it's fine. I'm the only YouTuber you can watch. I'm the one YouTuber that you're allowed to watch. Everyone else you should probably stop because you need to revise, you need to go to the gym, you need to make money. But if it's me, it's okay. Thanks for watching. I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. Let me know, well, what else you want me to talk about, because I've got quite a few ideas. I'll see you guys in the next video.